Welcome to this presentation on how to write the CIPD Level 7 questions for 7CO02 assessment for 2024-25. You can visit our website by clicking on link provided in comment sections or chat with us on WhatsApp on clicking link to get best expert help. You will find how to write this question in this video. Kindly subscribe us to and message us on the resource-based approach, RBV, to developing people strategies emphasizes leveraging internal resources to achieve sustainable competitive advantage. Instead of reacting primarily to external pressures, RBV centers on optimizing internal strengths, particularly human resources, organizational culture, and institutional knowledge. This model sees employees not just as costs, but as vital assets who drive innovation, productivity, and differentiation. A well-developed RBV approach helps organizations cultivate rare, inimitable, and valuable capabilities. These qualities are harder for competitors to replicate and form the basis of a long-term strategic advantage. Understanding the nature of these resources, how they can be enhanced, and how they align with the company's goals is essential. In today's knowledge-driven economy, intangible assets like employee skills, collaboration, and leadership are more critical than ever. This slide introduces the foundational concept and sets the stage for deeper exploration in subsequent slides. This slide delves into the foundational principles of the resource-based view, RBV, when applied to people strategy. RBV posits that sustainable competitive advantage arises from resources that are valuable, rare, inimitable, and non-substitutable, VRN criteria. Employees who possess specialized knowledge or unique skills contribute significantly to this advantage. Rather than relying on hiring alone, organizations are encouraged to develop internal talent through training, leadership development, and succession planning. This internal focus helps build loyalty, institutional memory, and cohesion. Additionally, RBV promotes a long-term perspective, where the human resources function is aligned with strategic organizational goals, rather than short-term outputs. By building a culture of learning and innovation, organizations strengthen their ability to adapt and thrive amid change. HR must therefore act as a strategic partner, ensuring people development aligns with business priorities and future readiness. Applying the RBV model to people strategy brings numerous strengths. Firstly, it creates the foundation for a sustainable competitive advantage. As internal resources are more difficult for competitors to imitate, long-term workforce planning is supported by developing talent pipelines and investing in leadership development programs. Furthermore, organizations that prioritize their people as key resources tend to see higher levels of employee engagement and retention. This internal focus also promotes a learning organization, where skills, innovation, and problem-solving are continuously improved. In knowledge-driven industries especially, these elements are critical to staying competitive. By valuing and nurturing internal capabilities, companies can weather external pressures more effectively and maintain a sense of strategic continuity. This approach requires HR and leadership to collaborate closely, ensuring people strategies are aligned with evolving business goals. Overall, RBV encourages a more proactive and holistic approach to talent management and organizational development. Despite its strengths, the resource-based view, RBV, is not without limitations. One major concern is that it can lead to internal myopia, where organizations become too focused on existing resources and overlook crucial external market shifts, such as new technology, competition, or regulatory changes. Another challenge is the assumption that resources retain their value indefinitely. This is not always true in fast-evolving sectors. Intangible assets like culture and leadership are also hard to quantify, making it difficult to track progress or justify investment. Moreover, RBV can result in siloed thinking if departments become too inward-looking, focusing on preserving current resources rather than innovating or collaborating externally. In a dynamic business environment, companies must remain agile and balance internal strengths with external adaptability. Thus, while RBV is a useful model, it must be implemented alongside other strategic tools like PESTLE and SWOT analysis to ensure comprehensive planning. In my current organization, the RBV approach is partly embedded in our people strategy. There is strong emphasis on internal talent development, with robust programs for mentoring, leadership training, and performance management. This aligns well with RBV principles by treating employees as key assets. However, one weakness is our limited use of our external benchmarking. We rarely compare our practices with industry trends, which can hinder innovation. Our organizational culture prioritizes long-term relationships and internal promotion, which supports RBV's value and uniqueness criteria. Yet to stay competitive, we need to complement this approach with tools like PESTLE analysis to monitor external influences. This blended strategy would allow us to preserve our internal strengths while staying agile in a changing environment. Thus, while RBV is suitable and beneficial for our context, it should be part of a hybrid strategic framework that balances both internal and external perspectives.